Orthopedic surgeon warns. Walking isn't enough after 75. Do this instead. Senior health tips. Something surprising has been coming out of orthopedic clinics lately, and it catches people off guard every single time. Walking alone stops being enough to protect your joints once you pass 75. It sounds strange because walking is the one exercise everyone assumes is perfect forever, yet surgeons keep seeing the same pattern. Seniors who walk daily but still lose strength, balance, and mobility faster than they expect. So today's video breaks down what orthopedic experts actually want people to do instead, the small habits that make the biggest impact, and the movements that quietly protect the knees, hips, spine, and overall stability far more than endless steps ever could. By the end of this, the picture becomes clearer. Walking is a great start, but the body after 75 needs a little more than just moving forward. Strength training for stability. Orthopedic surgeons explain that the biggest missing piece in most senior routines is strength, not steps, because muscle fibers naturally shrink with age, and walking alone does not challenge them enough to grow. When muscles weaken, the joints take more pressure, which is why even active seniors start feeling stiffness or wobbliness after long walks. Strength work does not mean lifting heavy weights or doing intense gym sessions. Simple chair stands, light dumbbells, or resistance bands create enough challenge to wake the muscles back up. This becomes especially important for the thighs and glutes, since those muscles control how much stress lands on the knees and hips during movement. The interesting part is how quickly people feel the difference once they add strength training, noticing that daily activities feel lighter and more steady than before. It becomes clear that stability comes more from strong muscles than from long walks, and the body responds to that shift almost immediately. Balance work to protect from sudden falls. One thing surgeons emphasize is how falls after 75 do not happen because people are weak. They happen because the balance systems inside the body lose sharpness over time. Walking forward does not train sideways stability or reaction time, which is why even active seniors can stumble easily on uneven ground. Simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg while holding a chair, shifting weight from side to side, or practicing heel-to-toe steps, wake up those tiny stabilizer muscles that walking ignores. The results feel subtle at first but become noticeable when people navigate stairs or step off curbs without hesitation. What surprises most seniors is how little time these exercises require to make a difference, and how much confidence they bring back into daily life. Balance is one of the quiet foundations of independence, and the body appreciates every moment invested into sharpening it. Hip mobility to keep walking comfortable. Walking can feel natural until suddenly it does not, and orthopedic surgeons see this often. The hips stiffen slowly, and people assume it is just age. But what usually happens is that the hip joints lose their range of motion because walking only uses a narrow slice of their full capability. Simple mobility routines like leg circles, gentle hip swings, or slow seated rotations help lubricate the joint, making every step feel smoother and less restrictive. It is almost like oiling a hinge that has started to tighten, giving the body back the freedom it once had without even realizing it was disappearing. Many seniors mention that after a few days of hip mobility work, their walking pace improves without trying, and stairs feel less demanding. Mobility becomes the bridge between feeling stiff and feeling capable, and it supports every other movement the body tries to make. Core engagement for spine support. The spine carries more responsibility than people give it credit for, especially in later years when posture naturally starts to shift forward. Orthopedic specialists often point out that even committed walkers struggle with back discomfort because walking does not activate the deeper core muscles that stabilize the spine. Simple movements like gentle seated twists, slow tummy tightening exercises, or controlled leg lifts give the core enough engagement to hold the spine in a healthier position. When the core supports the body, the back does not have to work as hard, and walking instantly feels smoother and more aligned. Seniors are often surprised at how much easier their steps feel once the core wakes up, like the body finally starts moving as a coordinated unit instead of separate pieces. It becomes one of those "why did nobody tell me this earlier" moments. Ankles, strong enough to prevent missteps. An orthopedic surgeon will tell you that the ankle is one of the most undertrained joints in seniors, even among those who walk every day, because walking does not strengthen the ankles through their full range. Weak ankles make uneven ground risky, and a single misstep can throw off balance quicker than people expect. Small movements like ankle circles, toe raises, and gentle heel lifts build the strength and stability needed to keep every step secure. These exercises often feel too simple to matter, but they have one of the biggest impacts on preventing stumbles and giving the feet more control. The change becomes obvious during everyday movements. Stepping sideways, turning, or shifting weight suddenly feels steadier and more predictable. And as surgeons often mention, strong ankles are one of the unsung heroes of long-term mobility. Glute activation to protect the knees. Most people do not realize how much their glutes control the knees until a surgeon tells them that weak glutes are one of the leading contributors to knee discomfort in seniors. Walking uses the legs, but often does not activate the glutes enough to support proper knee alignment. When the glutes strengthen, the knees no longer bear more pressure than they should, and the entire walking pattern becomes smoother. Simple glute activation exercises, like gentle bridges on a bed or slow side leg lifts, target the muscles walking tends to skip. Upper body, strength to ease, load on the lower body. Something rarely discussed is how the upper body quietly influences walking performance. Strong arms and shoulders help maintain posture, and a stable back reduces pressure on the hips. Seniors often rely on the lower body more than they realize, and orthopedic surgeons encourage gentle upper body work to distribute effort evenly. Light arm lifts, simple rowing motions with a band, or shoulder rolls give the body better balance and smoother movement overall. When the upper body participates, the legs stop carrying all the weight, and the entire walking pattern feels more relaxed. Coordination, drills to keep the brain sharp while moving. Movement after 75 is not just a physical practice. It is a brain practice, and surgeons increasingly stress how coordination drills sharpen both. Walking in patterns, tapping opposite hands and knees, or practicing simple stepping sequences engage the brain in ways ordinary walking does not. This boosts reaction time and spatial awareness, giving seniors more control over their environment. The effect shows up in small but meaningful moments, like navigating crowded rooms or adjusting quickly when someone unexpectedly steps in front. The brain appreciates novelty, and coordination drills deliver exactly that without overwhelming the body. If this video gave you something useful to add to your routine or share with someone you care about, tap like so it reaches more people who need it. And if you want more practical health tips that actually make sense for real life, subscribe and stay connected. New videos are coming that dive even deeper into senior strength, balance, mobility, and healthy aging that feels empowering instead of overwhelming. Thank you for watching, and take the next step toward a stronger, steadier you.